Hey friends, thanks for joining me today. I want to take you on a journey, one that every single person alive has experienced, yet few of us really stop to think about. It's the miracle of birth, not just the moment a baby cries for the first time, but the entire incredible story that leads up to it. From a single cell, invisible to the naked eye, to a fully formed human being. That's wild when you think about it. And even more amazing, it's a story designed by a loving and intelligent creator. This isn't random. This is personal. Every heartbeat, every tiny cell division, every breath is proof that God's fingerprints are all over our existence. So today, let's zoom in on that miracle, from the microscopic to the magnificent, and see how God's love shows up in the smallest details of life. Because when you understand how life begins, you can't help but see the heart of the one who gives it. Ready? Let's dive in. The Bible says in Psalm 139, "You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." That word knit is such a powerful picture. It's like God himself weaving threads together with care and intention. And before that, Genesis 2 tells us that God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into him the breath of life. That means life, every life, is sacred and personal to God, not mass-produced, not an accident, but handcrafted with divine purpose. So when we talk about birth, we're not just describing biology, we're witnessing worship in motion. Even science, when you really look at it, points straight back to design. The Creator didn't just make the universe and walk away. He built a system that carries his touch in every step, from the way the human body protects life to the way a baby develops. It all whispers the same truth. Life is a miracle, not a coincidence. Let's start where it all begins, with the tiniest travelers on Earth. In the male body, sperm cells are constantly being made, millions every day. Each one is packed with potential life. But here's the thing, those cells are fragile. They need just the right temperature to survive, so the male body has a built-in cooling system. That's why they're stored outside the main body in a protective sac, like God's own climate-controlled lab. Think about that. Your body literally manages a life support system for future generations. When it's time for those cells to leave on their mission, they begin one of the most difficult journeys imaginable. They have to swim through obstacles, fight against currents, and survive an environment not designed for them. It's like sending thousands of people across a desert, knowing only one might make it. Yet that's exactly how God planned it. Each one has a goal, to reach the egg. But the egg isn't waiting with open arms. It's locked, protected, and shielded. Only one can enter, and only with the right key. When that happens, when one single sperm connects with one single egg, a spark of life begins. A new, never-before-seen combination of DNA. It's like God saying, I just wrote a brand new story. You know, it reminds me of how we guard what's valuable, like a smartphone with a passcode or a bank vault with fingerprint ID. The egg is the same way. It has a lock that only the right sperm can unlock. That's God's design. It prevents chaos, ensures order, and protects the beginning of new life. Once that connection happens, the egg immediately changes. It seals itself so no other sperm can get in. It's like God puts up a do not disturb sign. This life has already begun. And from that moment, the most incredible transformation starts. That tiny cell begins dividing over and over, first 2, then 4, then 8, then hundreds, then millions. Within just weeks, there's a heartbeat. Within a few months, fingerprints unique to that person are forming. No one else in history will ever have those same prints. Even identical twins have differences too small to see. It's as if God is signing his name on each person. This one is mine. We scroll through our phones and see millions of faces online, but none are truly the same. Each one is living proof of divine creativity. That's not evolution by chance, that's love in motion. Now here's where it gets personal. If God went to that much detail to create you, to protect you, design you, and breathe life into you, then you are not an accident. You are intentional. You matter deeply to the one who made you. Every cell, every heartbeat, every breath is a reminder that God chose to bring you into existence. When you doubt your worth or feel unseen, remember, He saw you before anyone else did. He was there when your DNA first took shape. He designed your personality, your abilities, even the sound of your laugh. That's how close and personal God is. And maybe you've struggled with feeling like your life doesn't have meaning. But if you were worth such precise creation, then your life absolutely has purpose. Your story fits perfectly in his bigger story. So the challenge today is simple. Start seeing yourself and others the way God does. Not as random accidents, but as priceless miracles. Because when we understand the miracle of birth, we begin to see the miracle in every person we meet. So what's the takeaway from all of this? Life is sacred. From the first heartbeat to the final breath, every moment is part of God's masterpiece. The same God who painted galaxies also painted the details of your DNA. The same God who formed oceans formed the chambers of your heart. That's not science versus faith. It's science confirming faith. The deeper we look, the more clearly we see him. So the next time you hold a newborn or even look in the mirror, remember, you are looking at a living miracle. Every life, every person, every story begins with the same truth. God made this, and he made it out of love. Thanks for joining me today. If this touched your heart, take a moment to thank God for the miracle of life and maybe share this message with someone who needs that reminder too. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.